Today we're doing something really special. I've been waiting for this for about 2 months, actually a lot longer. Ever since Tamagotchi Paradise was announced, it was kind of teased and we didn't really know what we were going to get. But the USA just received, finally after the rest of the world, the USA received the Tamagotchi Paradise. So I got my pre-order yesterday and it came with 2 boxes. So I have the Tamagotchi Blue. I like to call this the Tamagotchi Ocean because I feel like any blue Tamagotchi is just really popular. What's up, Frapathy? Because the Tamagotchi Ocean was such a limited edition device. And this might be my first ever blue Tamagotchi that I've owned. I really wanted to get a blue Uni, but they were sold out entirely, and so I couldn't get my hands on one. Although I'll keep looking, you never know. But it might have to be from a reseller market, and I'm not really a fan of reseller because everything is so expensive. So I also picked up, so this one, I believe is technically Ocean. Oh, the jacket, thank you. Yeah, I thought this was fun. I started wearing this a little early this year for Halloween. And then this is the Tamagotchi Sky. So these are the 2 that I got. I still want to get the Land, which is pink and green, and I'll show you what all of them look like. So in a little bit here, we're going to unbox both of these, and I'll have a few surprises in store that we can talk about. Those things kept dying on you, the Tamagotchis, not the devices, the animal itself. I feel like the Paradise, I didn't do any spoilers, so I largely avoided every video, except for there was one video where someone was just kind of scrolling through the baby version. You could kind of see the functionality, but I didn't want to spoil myself with any Easter eggs or functionality of the device, so I don't know too much about how difficult they are to raise, but I feel like they'll probably be a lot easier because what it seems like is it's an Earth ecosystem. Never had a Tamagotchi before, Lenoki? I definitely recommend. Now would be the time to get into them. Although I'm going to say, try to avoid the reseller market. So right now, I think these are widely available in the rest of the world. For some reason, and I mean, we all have our guesses why. I won't get into that, but the US got a delayed release. I feel like the US got a delayed release with some of the other devices as well. The On, the Pix, the Unis? I'm not sure because I picked up an Uni kind of late, so I wasn't like frothing to get one. But this just came out. I don't know if they're available in stores yet, but what I do know is where I got it from was Amazon. And I did a pre-order back in June, and they are supposed to be $45. So that's 45 US dollars. Do not pay more. If you go to Amazon and you see that there's like an official Bandai seller, it's probably a third-party seller. They're selling them now for like 100 and something. Don't pay scalpers those prices. These will be widely available. But it is interesting. There's some differences from these compared to the last Tamagotchi that came out, which was the Uni. And I can show everybody some of these differences. So one thing I'm going to say, the difference between the Paradise, and I knew this and I like it, the price was cheaper, but compared to this version, so the last version that came out, I think it was 2 years ago, but I didn't get them until this year. So I have 3 different Unis, I guess. Oh, I have another camera set up, but it'll be on this window. The interesting thing is that these recharge with USB-C, but a lot of people didn't like that because, I mean, imagine in 10 years you want to play it and maybe the battery no longer holds a charge. So that could be really frustrating. These also, the interesting thing is they connect to Wi-Fi, so you can go and do arena events once a month. There's different DLC that you can download. So, and the DLC was actually fairly inexpensive. It was like $6. So instead of going out and buying a whole nother Tamagotchi, you could buy access to another land and different characters that you could raise, different food, cosmetics, things like that. So I really enjoyed the Uni. I think that some people, it was kind of love-hate. Some people really liked the Uni, some people didn't. If you played it, let me know what you think. I love this one so much. I'll show you my characters on my Uni here in a second as well. It might be hard to see on this camera, so I do have another camera set up though. Waiting for this moment for a long time, but actually I have a little bit of like a surprise, but we'll get there. Okay, first I just want to briefly, for anybody who hasn't played a Tamagotchi before, I was gonna be like, raise your hands. If you have played with a Tamagotchi and you haven't touched one since the 90s, like 1997, actually show you an example of like an OG Tamagotchi, like a Gen 1, a Gen 2. They were very, very popular, but also I feel like there was kind of like an explosive phase where everybody was obsessed, and then that kind of fizzled out a little bit for the mainstream. There's still a lot of niche collectors that got into connections, like all of the different variations of connections. There's a desktop version for Tamagotchi. I think there is. You weren't born in 1997. Well, I was very much alive in 1997, and I was at the age where Tamagotchi was super popular for the Gen 1s, but they were black and white. They were very simple. The games were kind of, there wasn't a lot to it. That's all I have to say. Like if you played one, you might enjoy it for a few weeks. You might enjoy it for a summer, but then you'll probably put it away and forget about it. Unless you are like crazy obsessive like I can be. But yeah, I did get a Gen 1 remake this year. Those are about $20 in store. They are fun, but I don't enjoy them as much as the color Tamagotchis. Okay, so every Tamagotchi, I would like to think, since the original, has had some unique feature. And I won't go through the whole list, but I did cover a little bit about the Uni features. The features on the Paradise, what's really cool about it is it's got this twist dial. And it also looks like it's more than just a single Tamagotchi. It's like a world of Tamagotchis. So we'll kind of look at this really quick, and then we'll do the unboxing. For Baka. Okay, so there's a zoom lens, so that's a little thing on the side that you can twist. What's that for now? So you can zero in on tiny cells or gaze out the vast universe, nurture over 50 kinds of characters. So that's really cute. Actually, I really like this pink one. I want the pink one now. Raise over 50,000 different variations of Tamagotchi. So what's cool is they brought back gene mixing. So gene mixing hasn't been in the Tamagotchi since the meets and the on. And that's actually when I researched into my passion for this hobby, was playing the ons. They had like the feature where literally you could get like a Michi, which he's right over here, top left. I don't know if I can point him. I don't have the cursor on. So you could get like a Mamichi, and then you could marry another character, and then they would have like the eyes and the ears of one character and maybe like the body features of another character. But then the ons, when they were discontinued, when the picks came out, they're very expensive or rare to find. So gene mixing wasn't something that's available, and a lot of people who got into the hobby after that felt like they really missed out on something. So bringing gene mixing back, I feel like that was a huge win for anybody who hasn't had the opportunity. And it's cute. It looks like, since we're starting in 3 different realms, you have a little bit more control over like how they'll turn out. Although I always kind of do the rabbit hole and figure out, like, I don't leave it to luck usually. Okay, but test your luck, connect with a friend for a surprise. So that's why we have 2. So we will do the connection today. And then there's Tamagotchi Lab, how to play. So I'm gonna click on the how to play. We'll just go through that really quick as well. Okay, so press the zoom dial to kick off a new egg bang, bringing to life your very own new Tamagotchi planet. Enrich your planet and make its Tamagotchi population flourish. Okay, so to turn it on, you have to press the button, which is interesting because normally you would press B. So there's fields. Raise Tamagotchi in up to 3 different fields depending on your new planet's level of development. So pink land, blue water, pink land, blue water, or purple sky. And I'm pretty sure that even if you have one, eventually you'll be able to level up your world to where you would be able to have purple sky or pink land. Maybe not as a starting, I'm not quite sure, but I know that you should be able to trade. Each starting field is different. So today we'll be playing with the water. I'm gonna call this ocean, but we'll be playing with the water and with the sky. And then there's also combinations, so interesting. So you could start with sky and then it's land, water. Yeah, I think you have access to all. So Tamagotchi are mysterious living creatures. Since their discovery on Earth in 1996, I'm gonna say 97, but that's when I first got one. They've been raised by tens of millions of people around the world. They love exciting things, such as the fields they live in, the food they eat. They will change their appearance and grow according to what excites them. So we're gonna start as an egg, go through baby, kid, young, and adult. And I think the baby stage, usually it doesn't last too long, it lasts about an hour. But I have a surprise, so. Tamagotchi can grow into 12 different species. So these are really cute. I'm hoping to get the owl. I'm very, very, very excited for that. And the gym, there's so many characters that I want. I'm just gonna make like a whole checklist. There are over 50 characters in total. Okay, and then so all of this, I think we can come back to this, but it just kind of shows you the mechanics of the different ways that you can use the device. And then this shows a little bit for gene mixing, which I'm excited. That's gonna be really cute. And then food changes how they grow. So feed meat for cat-like features, feed carrot for rabbit-like features. So feeding, usually there'll be like a special item, like one food type, that if you feed that, you can evolve a very specific character. All right, this is what I'm most excited for. Clean up poop and recycle into biofuel for space travel. Are you? I'm so excited that finally in Tamagotchi, there is a purpose for all of these little poops that we're gonna be collecting. They're gonna go into this recycle station, which by the way is so cute. Has a little fan. The meter looks like it fills up and then we'll actually be able to travel. Set up installations and Tamagotchi will come play. Okay, that's so fun. I'm excited for that. If your character gets sick, you have to zoom in and treat them at the cellular level. So that's fun. It kind of reminds me of the Angel, where you have to like tap away things. Tap away the little, what are they called? Like Tamagotchis? Or there's a name. Register the Tamagotchi you've raised in the compendium. So this is really cool to me as somebody who loves Pokemon, Pokemon Go. The fact that we have a compendium and we're kind of mixing like Tamagotchi with like a Pokédex of sorts makes it more exciting. Rather than just raising one Tamagotchi to be 100 years old, we will be able to fill out an entire compendium of all the different ones that we've raised. Okay, so that's pretty much everything on how to play. So now we're gonna do our unboxing, which I'm very excited to do. Okay, here we go. So we have the water Tamagotchi Paradise. Not opened. This was a pre-order. It was $45 in the United States. This is the box. If you want, I can do a comparison to a different box. I have a few other boxes. Let me see if I can show you. I have them all down here. So to reference to like the Gigapet Cryptid box, which by the way, mine is still running, so it's a little bit bigger than that. To the Tamagotchi Connection box. We have an Uni box. You're gonna see one of the main differences is the amount of plastic used. So this, it still has the sparkle feature inside. This actually had a decent amount of cardboard too. But I like the packaging a lot more. It's just cuter. I don't know, it just feels more complete. Okay, so let's put the Paradise has officially released in the United States. So we are going to be opening and playing with the blue and purple, AKA the sky, and I want to say ocean, the sky and the water versions. Okay, here's the Paradise. So on the top here, we're just gonna do one of these. Put this over here for now. And I try to be very careful. I don't really want to bend things, but like, again, this is a cardboard box. Like, it's not going to be perfect. The important thing is I don't want to scratch the screen. So I've read that the screens are very delicate. Ooh, what do we have here? Okay, so immediately we have this cute little book, which we will go through. And then there was this nice backdrop. And then it looks like we have instructions. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back. And then let's turn it on. Okay. So for the instructions, I'm gonna close this up really simple like this for now. So this is just a nice, this is usually what we get. I don't think we've ever got one of these in any of the recent Tamagotchis that I've bought. This is very special. I think unless you're getting a connection that has like a spring stained glass or summer or winter. But yeah, so this just shows that you have to insert the batteries, follow the steps, has the reset button, continue reset all. Since it doesn't connect to internet, I don't know that there's going to be any updates. Also, I don't think it has NFC on it. So that's something that's interesting too. The Ons have NFC. I think the only way that they will connect is literally to each other. Unless there's like a Tamagotchi lab in person, I don't know if that allows downloads. No ads. Okay, well we have 60 seconds. So I'll go through this book in the meantime so nobody misses out. And we'll come back to this. Okay, so in this book, Tamagotchi Paradise Nurturing Guide. So we kind of covered some of this when we were looking at this page that like shows everything. And this is animated. So I feel like we got a pretty good sense of stuff already with the how to play. So that's online, but it's nice that they included this, all the details. So we'll just kind of flip through. But it's nice, it does show you like how to enter letters, raising your character. The new planet's life. It shows the evolution stages: egg, baby, kid, young adult. Caring for the planet. It shows you the zoom dial and all the features. But yeah, let's figure out some of this on our own. And then there's the pledge. Tamagotchi caretaker, take this pledge with me. I swear to take care of my Tamagotchi character and bring to life this new Tamagotchi. I don't know if you do it like the Girl Scout one. Do you like raise your hand up? You put your hand over your heart. I'm not sure. That's the Tamagotchi pledge. And then it looks like the book just has another version in French. So pretty much what we already saw. I swear not to kill my Tamagotchi within an hour. I hope that I don't. I really hope that I don't. Okay, so we'll put this book to the side. So we're going to be very careful opening it because people have said that you can literally scratch it just by breathing on it. So just take that with a grain of salt. Do not scratch the screen. Also, I've read that even screen protectors have a high chance of scratching them. So we'll see. I keep my Tamagotchis in cases like this. I have multiple, so they don't get things like dust on them. I also put them in with a lens cloth. So I have a little lens cloth, like a scratch resistant one that I use for VR. That's how I clean the screen. I don't put them in my pocket. I don't wear them on my wrist. I don't take them out in public. They stay at home, but there's definitely like having a pet. There's a lot of opportunity, but people said that this version, the Unis, also scratched a lot. I haven't had any problem with scratches. I think just like store them properly and take good care of them. But yeah, if you put them in your pockets, they might scratch. Okay, here we go. So we're going to open this up. Wait, is there another? Watch me drop it on the floor. Okay, so this little screen comes off. This is gonna come out of here. It's so lightweight. This is really interesting. It feels really, really light, but that's because there's no batteries in it. So we'll take a peek. Here's the back. Here's our little zoom dial. The front, the screen is so pretty. Look, it has like a little ocean. Oh my God, I love it. It's so cute. The buttons feel really nice. And then this, look at this. This opens up and it's connected so you don't lose it. And it has what looks like a little grabber right here. And that just clicks back shut. Okay, so I'm gonna put this back away in the box. You're so careful with your stuff. When I was younger, I didn't used to be. And my brother had told me one time something that, for whatever reason, stuck with me. He had, and mind you, this was also in the 90s, he had upgraded from his like Nokia cell phone to this Samsung cell phone. And I had never seen a Samsung cell phone before. I was so envious. And he's older than I am, so I don't know how to put this back, so let's do this. So he said, if you take care of your stuff, it'll last. Like, and I think it was more in the sense of like, you're not good at taking care of your stuff, but if you take care of things, like technically it should last a really long time. And that stuck with me. And my Samsung phone is still in such good condition from like 2017 or 2018. I know a lot of people have to upgrade their phones often, but other than the camera, which isn't great, if I wanted to like make TikToks or something with the camera, they're gonna be pretty poor quality. Okay, here's the box. Yeah, so I try to take care of things, but look, like accidents happen, so you have to like give yourself a little grace. All right, so the interesting thing that I'm noticing is that there is no pull tab. So normally you would have batteries that came with it and there would be a little pull tab and you could just pull it out. So I think what we have to do is open it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it right here. And then I have this tool set. These are my Stanley tools. Never owned a Stanley cup, but I do have Stanley tools. These are for when I used to put RAM in my old like Mac. Oh, I actually have one already out. I picked the one out that I need. So a little screwdriver for the back. So let's go ahead and unscrew this. This has worked for all my Tamagotchis. I think it's better to use these than something that would accidentally strip the nail. So we'll screw it and then it just flips over like that. It's good to have a surface, like I put this down, because otherwise it would land loudly. And then you can see the inside. It takes 2 AAA batteries. The last device that took AAAs, I actually didn't even know what type of batteries it took. I had no idea. But the last device that took AAAs, I think, was my Pix. And I only ran it for 2 weeks because the batteries died really fast because of the camera feature, which I was scanning a lot of QR codes. So it was my first time playing the Pix. So anyway, but I got batteries out yesterday. I have a whole bunch of batteries. I probably should get rechargeable, but I've read things about sometimes how rechargeable batteries don't always play nice with Tamagotchis. So if you've played with rechargeable batteries, let me know. Let me know what brand, because I'm just using Amazon batteries. 2 years? Oh, way older. We're like talking like a decade. Both of my brothers are about a decade older than I am. Okay, so we're gonna put this one here. Oh, I can do this over here. And then I like to turn it when I put it in. There we go, that one there. Oh! And immediately we get our screen. And then that's upside down. I love how it's like a little eggshell. So let's see how this fits in here. Oh, the little feetsies are on the bottom. So like that. And then we will screw this back in. And I don't over tighten it, I don't want to strip it, but it's in there. All right, so what's cool is it doesn't matter where you order from. Uh-oh, I'm afraid to push this button and it picks the wrong language. No, I did it again. I don't know if you can hear the beeps. Let me get a second microphone. I'm realizing, so you can hear all of the Tamagotchi sounds. So, put my tools back. I'll just leave this mic here, hopefully you can hear. So, look at that, you can scroll. Okay, so you have English, French, Dutch, Portuguese, Spanish, Italian, multiple different, I'm not quite sure because I can't read the languages, but lots of different languages. I would like to think probably like Japan, or Japanese, Asian. What are these languages? Does anybody know? Let me know. Top, middle, bottom. I would love to know. I'd like to be educated. But I know that Tamagotchis are from Japan, so I imagine Japan is one of the languages. So we're gonna choose English. Set current date time. So it's 2025. We are looking at August? It's crazy. August 5th. And normally I don't set my Tamagotchis with the accurate time, but today we will do it. I will normally set them ahead or behind depending on what time of day I want them to sleep. When is your birthday? All right, this is a secret nobody can know. Just kidding. I see a lot of people right now, they're posting the song that came out on their birthday. Welcome to Tamagotchi Paradise. So I'm doing this on my GoPro. I know it might not be as good a quality, but I noticed that the focus isn't as bad. It's awesome. It feels about as big as the Pix. 27, we all are. 27, no. Look at, oh wait. Oh, we gave birth to an Earth. Normally that's when you give birth to an egg. Your planet is born. I should put this, oh, I have such a good idea. Let me, as long as I don't scratch the screen, clip this to my, if I clip this here, my microphone, maybe we'll be able to hear it. I'm not sure though. Let me put it on the bottom side. Yeah, I wish I was still 27. Come here, this clamp is strong. Okay. Name your planet. Okay, what should we name our planet? Do you guys have any ideas? We need to name our planet. I'm taking a poll. If anybody wants to help me name our Tamagotchi planet. This is the one opportunity. I don't know if we can change it. We might be able to. Linkstopia. That's cute, Lynx. I like that one. Topia is fun. That's so fun. Twisteria. That one's cute, Twisteria. Okay, let's go ahead. Wait, why is it? Oh, you really need to do, okay, if you don't do everything in one go, it makes you do it from the beginning. So you actually need to go through it. Interesting. Wait, it's 8. So I guess we can't just like pause. It's the 5th, 12. At least this part's fast. If I had already taken the time to name it, it would be a different story. Okay, welcome to Tamagotchi Paradise. Swirltopia, yes. Okay, let's name this one Swirltopia. I love that. Thank you, that's so fun. I can name my other one Twisteria. Okay, so our planet's gonna be born again. False alarm. We'll give it a second. I know it's dramatic. Twisting it, that makes it a lot faster. Usually it's just the A and the B buttons, but I kind of have an understanding of how to. I don't know if there's enough letters for Swirltopia. Swirl, we got 2 letters, or 3 letters after swirl. So, Topia, swirl, maybe it's just like swirl, swirlia. I think that's good. Yes. Nurture Tamas and make Swirlia prosperous. Swirlery. Oh, I like that one too. I'll see if I can change it. It's very cute. Okay, so this is nice. So it looks like on the bottom, there are different little zoom features. So it's like a little clock, like date and time if it just sits there. And if I click on it, nothing happens. So, but then if I do this, oh look. Okay, first off, we got one that's not defective, thank goodness, because I was reading that maybe a couple people in the first, like the swirly thing wasn't working. Look, here's our egg. Can I zoom in? That's as close. So you can see there's a blue, a green, an orange, and a purple. So we're underwater right now, waiting for the hatch. It's very cute. I wonder if I could change the lighting just a little bit so you guys get better lighting. Let me see if I can add that. Whoop. So on our GoPro. Oh, he's hatching. I can make it a little darker. Let's bring up the contrast, I think. Oh, actually, if I bring down the contrast, bring up the saturation. Gamma, we don't want to change too much. If I bring up the contrast, it's harder to see, so I'll just set that at 0. 0. Brightness, no, we're going to set that back at 0 too. That might be a little too strong. I just raised the saturation a little. But I think it makes it easier for you to see. Okay, so wait, who did we hatch? Let's zoom in and find out. Oh, this little guy. Okay, so he's just a little baby. A little baby in the ocean. But let's see. Oh, clean Tama, feed or play. Okay, so let's feed. And the food we have infinite supply of milk. So we're gonna eat milk. We're gonna have all the milk. And we'll just keep spam feeding milk because that's usually what I do. Milk. As babies, that's what they normally have. The nice thing is we don't have to buy it. Eat the milk. Eat and drink the milk. Okay, and let's see what kind of snacks that we have. So we'll do one last milk. And we'll go down to snacks, jelly sticks. So it's going to raise our happiness. Although, so in Gen 1 Tamagotchis, feeding a single snack would take off days of their life. So you really didn't want to do that. And you can't really scroll here. You can scroll with this here. That's cool. That's a really cool feature. Okay, so now we have clean Tama. My arm is going to get tired. Oh, there we go. Oh, I actually have to scrub it. I was like, it's not happening on its own. A mini HDMI. Well, I wonder, there is a new Tamagotchi game for Nintendo Switch. So I feel like if you want to play Tamagotchi Plaza, that would be decent content making. This is just more of an event for me though. Okay, so we scrubbed the Tama. So let's do play. Let's see the games. Also, I'm like really enjoying, the screen looks very, very good. Oh wait, that's food. Play. It's a little difficult to know what you're on, but maybe I just need to figure it out. So arrow. Okay, so this is the original game from the Gen 1 Tamagotchi. A lot of people don't like this game. You just pick a side. I could tell as soon as I heard the music. And if your Tama looks that direction, so left is this, right is that. No, I got it wrong. It's interesting though because he's not like turning at all. He's just sitting. So you just guess what direction your Tama is going to look. This might have been the most hated game in Tamagotchi history on the Gen 1s. But honestly, it's kind of cute that they brought it back. They might have made it a little bit easier. All right, let's see flags. Okay, is this the Gen 2 game? Oops, I did it wrong. Okay, so I have a confession. I've actually never owned a Gen 2 Tamagotchi. I've wanted one like terribly bad. Maybe when I was younger, but I feel like I hear this music and it's just really going. Hang on, hang on. Is that coming from my headphones? Wait, can you guys hear this? This is a little wild. It's really low. It's really low. It's okay. All right, we have to go back to the games. Okay. Play. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's whatever's in the middle. So we'll go down to flags. Okay, so you wait until your Tama opens its mouth, and then you choose A or B. It's never C. None. None. Both? Oh, I needed to do both. Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to use two hands. Okay, hang on. Let's try again. We lost. You can't hear a thing? Oh, with the music? Okay, it's really low. That's good. I'm glad because I didn't really want it to be blasting. If that's the case, I'm just going to shut the music off. That was just for the starting. That way we don't have crazy desktop audio. Okay. Do you hear the beeps from the Tamagotchi at least? I could hear it playing out of my headphones, and it was like a crazy party. Oh, I did it. Oh no, I missed. All right, hang on. Let me see if I can attach the mic. Will it attach to this cable? Oh, it will. Yeah, let's just put it on the cable. Boom. Done. That way it's not weighing down my shirt. Okay, play. We're gonna win at flags, guys. We will not let like an OG Tamagotchi game beat us. So when the mouth opens, that's all we have to do. Just pay attention to his mouth. There we go, we got it. Okay, we're on round 3. Round 4. Ah! Okay, you don't hit when they go down. Just up, just up. Whew, that one's scary. Oh, I almost missed that one. Okay, you have a second to think, but it's not very much. Okay, we're on 9, one more. Yay! 10. Oh, that was it. Okay, so we won at flags. Let's see, the next one's called 3 UFOs. Oh wait, I didn't see what happened. Does anybody know where the Tamagotchi is? He got put into one of the UFOs, but I didn't see which one. I think it's the right one. No, okay, I gotta pay attention. I can't be looking. Okay, so he's in the middle. Help me keep track. I think he's in the middle. No, I'm really bad at this. Okay, okay, all right. He's in the right. I'm just gonna say it out loud. Left, right, middle, left, right, middle, left, right, middle, left, middle. I think middle. No! Wait, I know. Okay, let's do it again because that one was hard. We'll figure it out. Okay, 3 UFOs. I'll pay attention. Once you do the first one, I think it's gonna make it easier. Okay, so he's in the middle. It's really slow. I think he's on the right. Yay! we got one. Sure, middle. No, you have to really pay attention. Okay, he's in the right, left, right, middle, left, right, left, middle, right? Okay, phew, we got it. Okay, the third one's gonna be hard. Really, really focus, really focus. Middle. I lost him at the end. I think it's the right one. Did anybody keep track? I don't know. Let's go right. Left? Oh, Noki! You kept track. I want to beat it. Okay, wait. We have to do this one more time. I need to beat 3F UFOs. The first one's easiest. I can actually say this out loud. So middle, right, left, middle, right. He's in the middle. I can get that one. It's the last one that I really lose track. And it's hard. I know it's hard for you guys to see. Okay, so middle, left, middle, right, left, middle, right, middle, right. I think it's right? I think we kept track. Okay, here's the final one, So it's gonna start on the right, so really, really, really pay attention. I think it's the middle, right? It's the middle? I kept track. I feel like it really is. We're going for it. Okay, awesome. Yay! We won! Okay, we beat that game. It's good because it raises happiness if you win. Okay, and then this one's called walking. So it looks like he's thinking about these little stars. Okay, he's just walking. The buttons are doing nothing. Oh, it turns. Okay. So we're turning the background. Oh, I don't know if he's a good guy. Ah, no, he's not a good guy. Okay, we really have to avoid the ghosty things. I think we're looking for sparkles. Avoid the ghost. Are there sparkles anywhere? Avoid the ghost. I don't see sparkles. Oh no! Old username? Oh yeah, I need to update that. Thank you. Yeah, that was from about a year ago. I changed it. But I had that username for like 10 years. Oops. Okay, I lost. I didn't realize he was still alive. He was hiding behind this rock. Yeah, I'll have to go to Nightbot and fix that. Thank you. Thank you for the lurkies. Okay, let's find. I feel like I should have the camera on my face. I have it in the wrong spot. We might need to reposition how we do this next time. No! Are there sparkles? I think the sparkles might be a myth. I've not seen these so-called sparkles that we're apparently looking for. Usually, so in the Uni, there's a game and you go find stuff, but it's like it's everywhere. Where are these dang sparkles? All I'm finding is a ghost. No, I don't know how to beat that game. 10 months. Nice. So yeah, you started following me after I changed my username. I can fix that now on Nightbot, because if I don't fix it now, I'm going to forget. I don't even remember the last time I logged into Nightbot, actually. Good afternoon, Icy Twist. Well, it's logged in. And then what is it? Commands? What one did you do? Lurk? There it is. Username is now lurking in the shadows. Okay. And it says Twisted Dreamer. So let me just change that to Icy Twist. I guess it doesn't, you don't have to worry about setting the audio because that doesn't matter. Oh no! Oh no! Wait, it's not doing anything. Oh wait! Zoom in, zoom in. Remember we saw this. We gotta fight them off. Yay! We did it! Okay, he seems okay. Let's see if I can fix this. I left him for 1 second. I'm just gonna put, usually now looking in the shadows. Thanks for supporting Icy Twist. Update. There we go. Done! Can I do it now? Yay! Okay, we did it. All right, so now he's still sad. Why are you so sad? Why are you sad? There's a little water droplet there. I guess it's because of the water world. But then there's a picture on, like he probably needs food. Oh wait, you know what I haven't seen? There it is, look at the hunger and happiness. Okay, he's hungry. So we're gonna zoom out. And then we'll go to feed. There's not too many options at this level yet, but at the baby stage, there's usually not. The nice thing is usually there are all these options that are like, can't do that, can't do that, can't do that. Right now, we're only seeing the options that we have available. So it's kind of cool how they did that. Yay, ads are done. Also, Lynx, where did you follow from? What was I playing? Because I've done a lot of variety. Like when I first started streaming, I did Pokemon Go. I did some like the 2020 kind of games. I did like Among Us and I think then I did a lot of retro when I actually first started. I was doing like my NES, my SNES, my Sega, and then I did Metroid Dread speedruns for a while. And I had some VR streams. Yeah, probably Beat Saber. I had some VR streams scattered throughout. And lately it's been mostly VR. But then, I mean, in the last few months, we've done other stuff too. We did Hello Kitty Island Adventure for a little bit. I've done some Tamagotchi streams and I've done some cooking streams. You came with Joe Beats? I don't know if Joe has rated my channel from playing VR, but yeah. She does do VR still on occasion, but mostly Pokemon Go. I still watch Joe all the time. She's just like living the best life. She's out there. Okay, I feel like we're pretty happy. So let's go zoom into the, yeah, look, happy. Okay. So actually there's still a little bit of hunger. Look at these little things around us though. It's so hard to keep this centered in the screen. All right, we'll feed a little bit more. We'll spam feed the food. You try to watch her VR? I do too. She still does like so well at VR. It's usually at the end of her streams. Like she'll be like out and about and then she'll come back and she'll do VR. I enjoy them. There's a lot of streamers that I watch still that started in games like Beat Saber but have moved on to other categories. But then on occasion you'll still see them playing like Beat Saber or VR games. And I always will go back and watch the VR streams. Okay, so how long are we gonna be a baby for? Baby Marucci. So you can't actually name, maybe when they're an adult? It's just, it's got a name already. This Tamagotchi also with Wi-Fi? I don't think so. So there's really nothing else that we can do at this stage. There's poop. Let's clean the poop. Look! The poop finally has a purpose. It went into a giant container. Outside toy. Oh, okay. Available from level 2. Egg hunt. Still can't use. Oh, so there are features that we can't use. Clean poop. Fields. Available from level 4. Outside toy. We already did that, right? Okay. So then zoom out. Let's see the other options. So at the world viewer, do we have any options here? Connection. Playdate, gifts, planets, download. Ooh, interesting. So Playdate, I think, is when we're going to connect the two. Gifts. Still can't use. Okay. Download. That's actually interesting. There might be some level of NFC or Wi-Fi or something because there's a download button. Tama Stars, Deco Planet, Travel. So at the baby stage, there's really not a lot you can do. You have to just wait. Our planet level, it says 0, and our goal is raise your Tama to kid. But does it say that it has Wi-Fi, Spider? Because I didn't have to enter a Wi-Fi code. Usually when you first turn it on, they make you do that right away. So that's it for here. So we have our little world. He's just chilling. And at this stage, we have our Tama also just chilling. So we're at the baby stage. So we need to wait, and sometimes this takes a little while for us to get the evolution out of baby where we can do more. But guess what, guys? I do have a surprise. So we unboxed. Last time you showed one with Wi-Fi, it was cool that had inline things. Yeah, the Wi-Fi, that is a cool feature. The Wi-Fi feature exists on these Tamagotchis, which I can show you. So in here, so I have this one, I think, is set up to Monster. So we're hopping back. These are the Unis. So I have her at the sitter right now. So if I were to take her out of the sitter, there is a Wi-Fi feature. That's mine at the bottom. And then sometimes when I play with them, I'll forget. This is my Sanrio Tamagotchi. But yeah, this has Wi-Fi and USB-C for charging. It's interesting, the focus isn't as good on this one for some reason. So I just evolved her. My Kuromi. It's like not the exact Kuromi, but it's like Kuromi with Tamagotchi mix. It's very cute. And I think this one, this is the, I want to say the Shiga. Yeah, these are super fun. But good luck finding one right now if you don't have one. They're very hard to, I don't know why. This screen, interestingly, if you compare the screens side by side, I don't know if it's a contrast thing. Guys, it's a contrast thing. And you can change the resolution and stuff. But like, look at the, I don't know. But yeah, I love my Unis. They're a lot of fun. I mean, I am still running them, although I had taken a break from running them for a couple months this year. Okay, so the exciting thing that I wanted to share is while we have this Tamagotchi in the baby stage, which could take a few hours, I have a secret about this Tamagotchi. And it's that I couldn't wait last night. I literally couldn't wait. So I actually, even though I put it back in the box, this Tamagotchi is already started and has evolved to the kid stage. So we can see more options and features. Oh wait, let me go like this. But we did the unboxing earlier. But, bum-ba-da-dum. But here, we actually have, I'll show you in a second, how cute my Sky Tamagotchi is. So the only difference is the Sky, same, I think, starting little like blob, the baby Marucci. Oops. These little books in the back. Okay, so that can go over there. I can go here. So I'll have to keep an eye on him. But I know I couldn't wait. But it's good because I wanted to learn a few things so I knew what I was doing. But then also I knew we'd reach this point where if it takes like 1 to 4 hours to do an evolution. So this one's Sky. And you can see that it's actually raining on the Sky planet. The contrast isn't like super great here, but it's raining. Oh, bathroom. He had the bathroom wiggles. Oh, he pooped. And this little duck came and swept it up. And look how much poop we've already got. Our poop meter is getting very full here. Okay, so let's get closer. So wait, that's too close. Also, you don't look happy. Let's see what we need to do. Hunger and happiness. Still 0 years though. It's only been, I didn't get my Tamagotchis until last night at 7 o'clock at night. How cute. This is my little Sky kid. I don't know if he has a name actually, or she, let's see. I think they're gender neutral because the evolutions used to be, it's just Sky Kid. It's literally just called Sky Kid. I said, this is my little Sky Kid. It used to be where, like for instance, on my Uni and pretty much any other Tamagotchi, based on which character you got, it was related to a gender, and then that gender could only evolve into certain types of Tamagotchis. I'm not 100%, but it's seeming like these can be anything, just based on like food and like starting location. So now at the food stage, we've got pellets, which pellets are infinite, right? We've got meat, seafood, oops, and a whole chicken. So of course, what I did is I looked up the evolution, and I want to get the owl. If you look literally right, I can't do it, here. I'm pointing at it, but it's the graphic on my screen, this little owl underneath my text. That little owl right there is who I want to raise first. That's the whole reason I got the Sky to start, because I was obsessed. I'm like, that's the character that I want. So I already looked, and there are guides online people have already posted, and it shows for the owl you have to have 0 care mistakes, which means like not letting the meters get to 0, not letting your Tama call out for you. So like the meters get all the way depleted. I think it's fine as long as you feed him or her, them, right away. But if it gets to 0 and then 15 minutes passes and it calls out to you, that's counted as a care mistake. So we always try to do a good job keeping the meters full, and it's pretty low maintenance, I think. But it depends on how busy you are. So whole chicken, I'm not sure if it's at the kid stage yet. Like this is what we're going to figure out. But I'm just gonna go ahead. I fed 1 thing of pellets earlier, but I don't wanna do all pellets. We only have 2 chickens left, but we're gonna feed 1 more chicken. I think that might also raise happiness. My Sky Kid loves chicken. Speaking of lunch, it is 1 o'clock here. I am going to eat a salad soon. So we have whole chicken. So let's check how much that filled the meters. It's raining there. That is so cute. The other thing about the Tamagotchis is from the ons forward, based on the season, usually there's like seasonal weather. I'm not seeing any meters showing up. It didn't really feel the happiness or anything. I thought they'd like chicken more. Oh, I always want to click back, but you actually have to scroll. I'm gonna have to get used to that. It's a cool feature though, I like it a lot. Okay, so feed, food, we'll just do pellets. Other Tamagotchis, it's like a rice bowl, maybe. And we'll do pellets again. Set this down for a second. And then I wanted to fix a couple things with the stream avatars. I think I have to grab. There we go. We already have that one. There we go. And this one. Not that one. Okay, there we go. So that way everybody has a unique one. Okay, so our Sky Kid looks happy now. So we're just chilling. And then when we zoom in, oh, now I'm seeing some new stuff. I'm not really sure. There's like little poofy clouds, but see these things that are kind of like showing up around the outside? I think that those have something to do with like what kind you're going to raise. Let's do like some kind of snack too. Instead of playing mini games, we can raise the happiness by playing games. We can also do a clean our Tama. Oh, he's brushing his teethsies. So the fun thing is the Pix, I think, was my favorite overall for the bath time because there was like this little meter on the bottom and you like wiped your finger across it and that's how you'll either pet it or did bath time. And that was a really cool feature. Okay, so then we'll do feed and we'll do a snack. What kind of snacks do we have? Jelly sticks, okay. So our Tamas just like love straight sugar. Just like mom. We're going straight with the sugar. Now, I don't know on the evolution guide how long it takes to be a kid, but usually it's like 24 hours. So we might not get evolved past the kid stage today. Now we can do more. We can spam feed the jelly sticks for now. But if you want a certain type of Tamagotchi, you have to... Hey, thank you, Doc. You have to let care mistakes happen. A lot of people don't like that, having to like let the meters get all the way down to get a certain one. But I've made my peace with it. What'd you say, Spire? I see a Tamagotchi Smart Friends Anniversary Party 1996. There was no Tamagotchi Smart in 1996. I think they're just putting that in there because 96 is like a good keyword. Tamagotchi Smart came between the... I don't own one. I'll tell you a couple things about it though. It's only in Japanese unless you buy... There's like this little piece that goes into it, like imagine a disc, that people have modded it to make it have English. Tamagotchi Smarts, though, for all the DLC, they're like $30, $40 just for one of the Smart cards, or the SMA cards. They're touchscreen. So I've never actually had a Smart. Yeah, it came between, I want to say the Pix and the Uni. Because Smart was like the first like wristwatch style. And a lot of people didn't like the Smarts. But if you can get one in person and it's not like, if you can get it for like $60, I would say that's probably good. Anything over that, I wouldn't pay. And a lot of the Smarts, I feel like they're always trying to bundle them and sell them for like 100 or more. But yeah, oh no, that's a ripoff. And the 25th anniversary, that is probably like a very special one. But if you're wanting a Tamagotchi, that's not where I would start. I think waiting and seeing if you can get, like this is such a cute one for $45, brand new with all these features. I think either the Uni or the Pix. The Pix is still actually really good. But the Pix eats batteries. The Uni's a really good starting point though. Like if you want to get into the Tamagotchi world. And those usually are like 40, 43 on Amazon. Although the listing might be removed because these just released. So don't pay more than that. And the third party stuff, I think that's only good if it's like a connection or something. You get it for like 10 bucks, 20 bucks. I would never buy from a reseller because you risk a lot of things. You risk one, the screen being all scratched up. These screens scratch so crazy. And the smart screen, because it's touch screen and people use their fingers to literally like touch it, it's going to be super scratched up. So the screen isn't going to be great unless it's unused. If it's unused though, it runs the risk. I don't know if that one charges, but if people leave the batteries within the Tamagotchi, it could corrode out the batteries, like that section. So I would say get it new. Don't ever buy one from a reseller if you're just getting into the hobby. Can we do outside toy yet? Available from level 2. Okay, so what's our Earth at? So as a kid, our Earth level is, look, there's a little, our Earth has this little Tamagotchi on it. You can't really see it too well, but it's cute. But we can keep an eye on our Tamas while I do this. But I did want to show y'all. I have this salad for today. It's got a lot of stuff in it. We've got romaine lettuce, green pepper, carrot, blueberry, radish, cucumber. Did I say green pepper? Shredded cheese, chicken, and then I just put balsamic and lemon juice on it. I don't know. I'm just trying to be like simple. All right, so we'll check on these guys, but I do want to eat lunch really quick. He's hungry too. He'll be fine. And then our kid, our Sky Kid. Let's see how our Sky Kid is doing. Our Sky Kid seems happy. Yeah, Sky Kid's happy. Okay, I have to eat lunch. I have the bad habit of sometimes whenever I wake up in the morning, when I'm running my Tamagotchis, like there are priorities that you should do as a person. And usually those are priorities are like, take care of yourself, feed yourself, like walk your dog, like things like that. I have a bad habit of immediately wanting to like grab my Tamagotchi. I'm like, wait, I haven't eaten yet. I should eat before I like feed the Tamagotchi. I don't know why. I think it's good to have like, to want to care for something else, but like I want to make sure I'm like always taking care of like my dog gets his oats first before the Tamagotchi gets to eat, because I feel like if I do reach for the Tamagotchi and Leo hears the buttons, he looks at me and he's like, what the hell? He's like so confused. Who was that? Somebody made a sound like they were unhappy. I don't know who it was. I don't think it was him. I think it was our water kid. No, he's crying. They're always very needy at baby stages. We'll do clean. Oh, thank you for the happy num-nums. Oh, I thought that was gonna clean the poop. That's not at all what I was intending. I like how it rains on him though. That's cute. I think he's probably hungry. Me too, Tama, me too. I like these buttons though. I'm gonna say compared to some of the other Tamagotchis where the buttons are very squishy, these ones feel like they're really good quality. Like there's like some kind of like a little bit of feedback. Maybe it's just the Uni buttons. Let me check. The buttons on the Uni? Yeah, I mean the Uni buttons are fine. They're just like small and squishy. Okay, are you good? I can deal with low happiness, but I can't deal with hunger. Okay, happy. We're good. Okay, let's eat something ourselves. Let's take a moment and enjoy our chicken chef salad. I didn't put tomatoes on this though. I have fresh tomatoes. I mean, so far it's pretty amazing. I was going through and we're at the baby stage though with our water. But they're just kind of chilling at the moment. And I thought, you know, it's been an hour and a half. It's like 1:30. I started at noon actually. I'm gonna start a little earlier. And then this one, I started last night. So we're at the child phase. I have a Sky Kid. So we'll go through these a little bit more. Yeah, I bought 2 because after I eat lunch, we're going to do the thing where you open the tops and you connect them. They connect together and they can visit each other. And you know what's absolutely metal that I read? This is so crazy. I read that if one Tamagotchi has low hunger, I said I didn't read a lot of spoilers, but I came across this last night after I opened it and I was like playing it and I was like, wait, how do you do this thing? I read that if one has low hunger and you have the 2 connect, that one Tamagotchi will literally eat the other Tamagotchi. So imagine you have one, your friend has one, but you didn't feed yours, and then they connect. The other Tamagotchi might be eaten by your Tamagotchi. Cannibals, I know. But then like they still get their Tamagotchi back. Like I think they just like shake the poop off or something. Like he literally, or she will literally like eat them and poop them out. As an anime, isn't that crazy? You fill up and the poop actually is fuel. So clean poop. Look, we fill up this little thing with poop and there's a meter at the top and apparently it's like jet fuel that you use to travel. No, I don't think it feeds the guy. That's a good question. I don't have an answer to that because I've never done it. It's just somebody said it happened because every other country got their Tamagotchi paradise before the USA. So there's a lot of information out there. But the United States pre-orders just came in yesterday. I got mine at 7 o'clock last night. I waited all day. I literally was going to stream yesterday and I was so scared I was going to miss my package coming. Because that often happens. I'll go live and then like, I just have it sitting at my doorstep and I was like so paranoid about not getting it. What's a KFC dating simulator? I think it's this one. I think it's this one. I want the KFC Tamagotchi. Wait, is he ready? I think we might be, guys, it's happening. We're ready to evolve, look. I'm eating those, do you see those bubbles? His eyes are kind of red. That's just on stream. Here we go. Night, Lynxie. Oh, we have our water baby. And monies that we can use to buy dating games. Date everything. Yeah, well, because this is the blue Tamagotchi. This is the water Tamagotchi. Oh, and our planet's evolving. And there's like a little water. It's hard to see, but there's a little water biome. And now we're level 1. So yeah, on the starting page, I can show you. Based on the device you get, so if you get blue water, like you start in that biome, and so you're gonna get a water Tamagotchi. So see the ones that are listed under water, it's like any of these. So the child is blue. There's like a care guide that I think shows you the entire evolution. But after you, I think, go through like a few rounds of Tamagotchis, like maybe they grow up a little bit, we'll probably be able to unlock travel and then we can travel to like land and then get those Tamagotchis. Yes. So the first thing I usually do is go Tama Paradise Evolution Guide. Somebody out there has already made a growth chart. So let's see if I can Okay, so here's the growth chart. So when you start at the very top, you see it's baby Marucci. Here, I can do this. So we have like baby Marucci, right? Which baby Marucci is a special evolution if you're left in the kid or baby stage for 4 hours without any changes. It looks like a baby can already be. So basically, if you just ditch your Tamagotchi, you're just gonna get a baby that does nothing. People are gonna be like, it's broken. But then, so we have a water kid. Gotta collect that poop. Gotta collect them all. So we have a water kid. We can have either glide young, leap young, paddle young, or float young. So that's gonna be if we feed seafood, seaweed, shrimp, or pellets. And then based on that, and I think it has a little bit to do with the kid stage, but also the young stage of what adult. I'm gonna start now. Start them while they're young. So I'm gonna pick the one that I think that I'd like to have from this set. So, and then Mermanichi is a special evolution, but you have to, I think, connect to another Tamagotchi, potentially two. I'm not sure. Look at this beaver. I'm pretty sure the top, so if you go all the way over to the left, it's 0 care mistakes. So like this one is a land kid. We don't have a land, so we can't get these characters yet. But 0 care mistakes will be the top. 0 to 1 is the second level. 2 to 5 is third level, and 6+ is the last level. But then it also, it's like a matrix or a logic, whatever. So here, if we do 0 care mistakes, we could get one of these top ones. Which, I don't know, maybe help me decide which one you think is the cutest. I like the little shark. I mean, they're all very interesting. I also like this little Axolotl. But also, we could just start by feeding pellets. And then when we get to the young stage, we could feed something else. But I'm not sure if it's like if you feed more pellets. Like I fed 2 pellets and 2 chickens. That's what I'm curious about. It's like, how do you balance it? Because it needs to eat. This little turtle's cute too. Anyway, we might just get a random one. We might just see what happens with this and not try to guide our evolution. But if we have a high chance of having one of these top 4 care. This Tachuichi is cute. Anyway, and then on our Sky Kid, so our Sky Kid has already, no, he will evolve later today, but I've been feeding chicken because I want the Horhachi. But if I don't and I feed too many pellets, we'll get Jimchi. I'm happy with actually either of those. I think that those are all cool. I love all the Sky characters. I think they're awesome. Like this little like spider bat thing is cute. This eagle is cute. The Bachi's cute. I think I like everything on this row. I like the gems. And then after that, I mean, who knows? The peacock is cute. So potentially on stream today at some point, like I might even switch up and do VR for a little bit, but then we'll check in with the Tamagotchis. We'll have a chance to see one of the next evolutions. But yeah, so that is our evolution guide. You have 2 axolotus in real life. Wait, what are those? Eating out of your hand. That sounds cute. Okay, so we'll shut this off again. But yeah, the nice thing though is at this point, well, let's see. We can't really do much here. At this level, outside toy, egg hunt, clean poop, fields. I don't think we could do any of those besides clean poop. And then feed. We'll go ahead and feed pellets. Axolotus. Is that like a flying squirrel, like a squirrel monkey? Because those sound really cute. Okay, he says, I am not hungry. And we'll do snacks. And it's just jelly sticks. Oh, it's the one in the Tamagotchi picture in this emote? Oh, I don't know what those are though. Like what kind of, is that a mammal? What kind of animal is that? All right, hopefully, I don't know if you can feed too many jelly sticks and get like a toothache anymore, but that used to be a thing. I like how when I turn the screen, you can almost see it a little better. It's also nice how it's flat. It like sits in your hand. It's a good size though, compared to, it like reminds me of the Tamagotchi picks. The only thing is it's kind of hard to, because this is on the right, it's not left-handed. They're all assuming that you're right-handed and you're gonna spin this wheel, or you're gonna hold this like this and spin the wheel. The way that I typically play with my Tamagotchis, when I have more than one, is I hold one in each hand, you know. Actually, the pink salamander, oh! Normally, and I'll like click through at the same time, so I'll do like both of them together. But then, with this, like, I'm gonna have to figure out how with my left hand to scroll at the same time. I wish that I could have this on the left, like there was options for accessibility for left-handed, so then I could scroll it that way. Because it's hard, I guess I could use this hand. There, I'll use my right hand. We're figuring it out. We're figuring out a workaround. It's cute how it's raining in the sky. See, normally I'll go like this. I'll be like, clean Tama, and they'll both be together. They were pink colored. Aww. But they eat out of your hand. They're not like slimy? I don't know why. Now I'm thinking they're like a salamander, like some kind of like fish thing. It is a fish-like thing. Describe them as gecko fish. Oh. A small animal that lives in water and looks like a fish with 4 legs. Type of amphibian. That's crazy how you had those though. Okay, and then we're gonna zoom in to this level. And just one hunger left here. But they seem pretty all right. And then see how there's these things kind of around it? I don't really know. These have water bubbles and these have sky. And then that thing looks like a little rice ball. Maybe that's because I've been feeding it pellets. I think that should be like a chicken stick. I mostly got it out to show you the size difference because Pix is notoriously the largest Tamagotchi ever made. Wouldn't it be cool if, look, the shell's kind of similar. This is actually bigger than the Pix in terms of, it looks like the screens are similar, but this screen is a little bit bezeled. But then when you go to the side, kind of a similar size. So you can see the art on that, and this has a push button. But this, it's more rounded, and this, it's like very flat. Weight-wise though, I mean, I could weigh them, but they're about the same. But this was the Pix Party. The main thing with this is that you could do this. It's not just tapping these buttons, it was like touchscreen. You could pet it like this, or it had a camera in it, you can see, and you could literally like take a picture. So the difference being now this piece is the connection piece, which kind of emulates the NFC on like the old connections. Yeah, I loved the Pix, but I only used it for 2 weeks because the batteries it took, I think it was AAA's also, it ate through the batteries. So I never actually planned on opening it, but then I was like, you know what, why not? Because I realized that they're not that rare. They're still widely available, although the Pix Parties have better button responsiveness. And then the difference in the size between my original, we can compare it to like the Wonder Garden. So this is my other purple Tamagotchi. You can see it's bigger. I mean, it seems like it's the same size actually. It's a little bit bigger than the Wonder Gardens. I don't have batteries in this. I would take it out of this case, but it's kind of hard to put it back in. But like screen size is a little bigger. This is lighter. This is a lot lighter. I think it's smaller. It's definitely, the Wonder Garden's smaller. I just have like a big case on it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't mind it being flat. I kind of like the curvature of the egg. It's fine. It's like, I think it's supposed to be ergonomic, but I like that you can set it down. Because if you set it down, it kind of can roll. This one, it's not gonna tip. So But then yeah, these are the other ones that I have. And I'm excited to see kind of like what happens as they evolve. We'll learn more as we go. We can learn together. And thank you for watching.